Tonight, a former Kansas police officer appearing in court, accused of a string of disturbing crimes.
Go over the evidence that the state has against you.
51-year-old Todd Allen, a 20-year veteran of the force, charged with 24 counts of sex crimes, many taking place while he was still in uniform.
I am appalled and disgusted that somebody who is a suspect in these type of crimes and this type of behavior ever wore the uniform and this badge that I am honored to pin on my chest every day.
Allen faces charges ranging from rape and aggravated sexual battery to kidnapping, breach of privacy, and eavesdropping.
Do you understand the 24 charges in the complaint the state's filed against you and the possible penalties that could apply?
Yes.
Allen did not enter a plea today. His family did not return calls for comment.
I came into the agency in 2018. Shortly thereafter, within 3 weeks, we had a sexual assault that occurred in one of our parks here in the city of Hutchinson. And at that time, I was notified by my staff that that assault was related to a series of assaults that had been occurring in the city of Hutchinson since 2012.
Most of the accusations against him come from a 6-year period while he was serving as a patrol officer. Some victims claim their attacker approached them saying he was a police officer or security guard, convinced them to get out of their cars, and then assaulted them.
Police work can be conducive to sexual misconduct because most people perceive police officers as individuals who are in charge. And so not only does it create intimidating acts, so when a police officer tells someone to do something, most people will act in accordance with what the police officer orders.
In November 2018, Chief Jeffrey Hopper held the first public press conference on the issue.
You never know what type of information may actually break the case for us.
After the news conference, police say the incidents appeared to stop, and around the same time, Allen resigned from his post, ending his 20-year career. But according to charging documents, police allege Allen resumed criminal behavior in 2019.
We started having a series of prowler calls and window peeping calls that were occurring.
It was those more recent crimes that led them to make the arrest.
Sergeant Leslie and Lieutenant Lepp were able to piece those cases together and gather enough information that led them to believe that those prowler calls were related to the sexual assaults that had occurred between 2012 and 2018. The district attorney's office this morning filed charges in those particular cases, and a warrant was issued.
All right, Steve Patterson joins us now from L.A. And Steve, another thing interesting about this case, even though the suspect here was one of their own, allegedly one of their own, the police department never classified these as cold cases. They kept investigating them?
At no point, Tom. In fact, the chief says those cases remained active and is always assigned to a detective where they were actively worked for years. Meanwhile, authorities clearly believe more victims are out there. Tonight, they're calling on the public to come forward. Tom.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.